Thank you so much to Asia Freedom Institute for putting on this talk. I really appreciate it. And I think it's such a fitting focus to have, this Taiwan focused organization hosting this, because it's just such an important aspect to the kinds of operations and agencies that I study. And so my real sort of entry point to writing about any of this sort of stuff was when I was a university student at the Australian National University, and I'd spent a couple of years living in China, and I spoke Chinese, and then I came back to Australia and went to university, and I saw that the university's Chinese Students and Scholars Association was working extremely closely with the Chinese embassy, was trying to suppress dissident organizations at the university, was hosting rallies for the Chinese Communist Party and for welcoming Chinese leaders. And the heads of these Chinese student associations would actually go to the Chinese embassy and receive instruction and training from Chinese diplomats. So that was really my starting point, and it got me looking at this broader problem of how the Chinese Communist Party seeks to exert its influence around the world. And I think it's something that the Australian government now takes really seriously. It's something that governments around the world are no longer able to ignore, just because this problem is such a significant one. Just the other day in the news, you probably heard these reports that I think 11 candidates in the recent Canadian election were actually receiving illegal donations backed by the Chinese government. So this shows that the problem of covert influence, interference, espionage, harassment by the Chinese Communist Party is really a global one. And that I think anyone who cares about freedom and democracy, anyone who's concerned about human rights and freedom from interference needs to be aware of and understand and be thinking about how to respond to this problem.